Simcha is our superpower. Simcha, happiness, is a spiritual springboard to success. Simcha is a ruchnius jetpack, for it makes previously unattainable goals, insurmountable challenges, rather easy. The world's at your fingertips when you're besimcha. Problems seem brush-offable. And God forbid the opposite. If a person is shori b'tsar ba'atzvus, well then God forbid if depression or sadness strikes, even the easiest of challenges can become like moving mountains. What is the answer? How can we increase our simcha? These stakes rise on Rosh Chodesh Adar today, where the Gemara tells us in Masechta Taanis Daf Chof Tes Amud Aleph 29a, Kishem shenichnas Av memata b'simcha, just like in the month of Av that we decrease our happiness, so too kach mishenichnas Adar marbim b'simcha, so that when Adar comes we increase our happiness. How do you increase happiness? I don't know about you, but it's something that I search for every day. I want happiness, I want more happiness, and I want to always increase my happiness. How do you get more happy? Here's a mahalach from the Meiri on this Gemara that answers this question. Sheroi lehispalel, says the Meiri, during the month of Adar, it's fitting that a person daven ula hodos lakel. He gives praise to God. Bechol ira, everything that happens. Bechol zman kivi amatim lamashi ira, everything that happens to you. You have bitachon, you have trust in God, as it was explained to me. V'chein tzorich, here's the key. Levoreich, it is key. It is a necessity. A person must bless al hatoiv of al hara. As we know, the Gemara, I believe it's maybe a Mishnah, that we make a blessing even on tragedy. Baruch dayan oemes, you bless God. For bitachon means God's in control. In all of my uncertainty, I have one certainty, and that is that God's in control. And while I don't know, or I can't imagine why this is good, it's a good thing I'm not in charge. And that's why HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God's in charge. Bitachon does not mean, as it was explained to me, that things are going to work out. Bitachon does not mean that the deal will close or the shidduch will close. Bitachon means I don't know which one will happen. But either way, it's a good thing that God's in charge, because I'm sure that the right way in God's eyes will take effect. And that drives the ultimate simcha. For no matter what, you are besimcha because HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows best. You find in Tanakh that God killed people only so that they shouldn't see their children going off the derech. We don't know anything. Bitachon means that beyond our processing power, HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows everything. And when a person jumps on the bitachon bandwagon, when he takes that leap, he becomes a person who is besimcha. He is happy, for nothing can bother me, for God's in control. When Adar comes in, we double down on our bitachon. Now, who am I? Which type of brazen punk would sit here and say, hey, everyone, be happy, accept your lot in life? Well, what if there is tremendous suffering in life? How can a person sit here and say, be happy, accept your poor, accept your lot, accept your chelek? That's hard. Do you know what I'm going through? The great Maggid, Rabbi Ephraim Waxman Shlita, said at the end of Megilas Esther, the pasuk tells us that when they were naming the holiday of Purim, to name it after a lottery is an odd name, a pur, al shem hapur, lots. Who named it? The pasuk says it was named plurally. It was named Alkain Karu'u. Multiple people named it. Kara la yamim ha'ele Purim al shem hapur. Alkain Karu, it says plural, because Rabbi Ephraim Waxman says each and every individual at that moment understood, it makes sense. That's why Esther was taken captive, and that's why Mordechai did that, and that's why Haman did that, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu was in control. Each individual person must come to their own realization that God's in control, and no matter what happens, it's all good in God's eyes, and it's truly good. Jump on the bitachon bandwagon, and this Adar increase your happiness.